2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time to kick off the finale of the Bluff Championship. Hello everyone, Luke Elvey here alongside my booth mate Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. It's a terrific day weather-wise. We're expecting all the action to be just as hot. Can't wait to see what happens out on the course. Can't wait to get into the action. Let's get down to the first hole. As we settle in to follow our featured player, there's a rumour that this rookie on tour has started up some kind of rivalry with someone else. Henny Koyak is on the ground. Henny, do you have any more information for us?
I am astounded that this featured player wants to take down none other than Tom Kim. He is one of the bright young stars on tour, big bubbly personality, but the talent is top tier. And, well, there is no better way to build your confidence than if you can possibly take down Tom Kim.
Oh, we always love to get the gossip on the ins and outs of players and their rivalries. Henny, thanks for that information. We'll be keeping an eye on this one closely. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
This one's going right at the pin here. Setting up here with a very long putt. Oh, he's going to like the look of this. That's a good outcome. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
This one is for par.
And he finds himself in a tie for third. The second hole at Central Otago is a delightful par 5, Rich.
It is. Just a couple of trees sprinkling this fairway, both left and right. Again, wide open, driver, let it loose. Difficulty here is the approach shot as the green sits above the player and has a pretty substantial runoff on the left-hand side. Trying to avoid that, bail it out to the right-hand side, and again, lean on your wedges, your short game to get it up and down for birdie.
Time for the second shot here on the second hole. That's a good-looking shot there. Let's check in with Tom Kim, shall we? I like the look of it. That is outstanding. And snatches a birdie as well.
Oh, what a hole out. I'd love to say I'm surprised, but I'm not. This is just what they do.
Not bad. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And that puddle drop. Well done. Time to update the standings now, and our featured player is in second place behind Rory McIlroy.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The third at Central Otago is consistent with the rest of the golf course, Rich. Just a gorgeous little par 4.
It is. You got out of bounds all down the right-hand side of this hole. That bunker in the distance on the left is in play. So layup short of that. And second shot goes into a very narrow green. Be aware of that out of bounds lurking to the right. Shots missed out to the right probably won't end up out of bounds, but why take the chance?
Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. 14-footer.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, my money is on a right-to-lefter.
Good stroke. That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Currently 2 under for the tournament. The 4th hole is a lengthy par 3 requiring a very accurate long iron.
That bunker fronting the green is not in play. It's just there for aesthetics. Get you thinking a little bit. Anything missed out to the right is going to run all the way down into a really steep hollow, difficult to get it up and down from there. Bailing out to the left is the proper miss.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. And updating the standings, they're currently in top spot alongside Rory McIlroy.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Wonderfully played. A couple under at this stage. Good sounding strike, that one. Oh my. Outstanding shot. High quality. Good look at a birdie here.
You can cut the tension down here with a knife, guys. He's got this to go in front of Tom Kim.
And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. The 6th hole at Central Otago is another beauty, Rich. A good par 4 this one.
A solo bunker planted out on the right-hand side, only reachable when the hole is playing downwind. Second shot protected on the left-hand side by some rock outcroppings. This is a really good, fun hole.
Well, when he exploded onto the PGA Tour, Tom Kim was everyone's second favourite player, wasn't he? He's got that bright, effervescent vibe about him, and he just seems to play the game with a kind of enthusiasm of youth.
I kind of like how you said Tom Kim is the second favorite player on tour. Listen, I get it. You know, there's always going to be one great, big, popular guy. But, you know, Tom is that breath of fresh air, isn't it? He's a young kid. He comes out here. He's smiling. He plays with exuberance. He's in love with the game, and he shows it when he's out there, doesn't he? I think that's why it makes him a fan favorite, because he looks like he's having fun doing what he loves to do.
That came off the plate pretty nicely. Yes, what a putt. And he's holding steady in first place after that one. The 7th hole at Central Otago gives the player a decision off the tee, Rich.
This is really cool. It's framed by a rock outcropping right in the heart of the fairway. I tell you what, I'm taking driver out here every single day. Downwind, I can fly it back into the wind. I need driver just to get to it. From there, again, a long green surrounded by humps and hollows. Such a fun hole.
That should find the surface.
Tom Kim watched that one all the way. Great approach shot. This player is definitely upping the pressure in this rivalry.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And he moves to 5 under par. Time to take a look at the standings now. And he is leading this tournament. And Tom Kim is currently second. The 8th hole is a strong par 3 here at Central Otago.
Yeah, long par 3. There is a really good place, though, to aim your tee shot, and that's out on the right-hand side. There's a nice little berm out there that can help kick it back to onto the green or close to it. Anything missing out to the left-hand side, you're going to leave yourself below the green with almost a blind second shot in there trying to save par.
Not a bad play, that one. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He'll be happy to hold this. 21 foot.
Now look at this one come back.
Ooh. Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And as we look at the leaderboard, he now has a 3-shot advantage. The closing hole of the front 9, Rich, is a really strong par 5.
It is straight away. Just some trees down the right-hand side that must be avoided. From there, second shot goes into a green that is severely elevated. It's got runoffs going every single direction. If you have just a twinge of nerves in your chipping, you're really not going to like it around this green.
Nicely done.
He's standing over his 3rd shot. Currently leading by 3. "12 feet to the cup coming up."
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
This one's online. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. And that will take him to 6 under. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Wow, that was just striped. And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
Well, that one is looking like it's going straight down the pipe. Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic. Lining up the birdie putt here. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Well, this is an impressive display by our leader. Now out by 6 shots over the field. Left nothing in the tank on that one. That was pummeled. Sitting at -7. Oh, well done. This putt is 16 feet to the hole. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
This one looks like it's going to break right to left.
Hang on, this looks pretty handy. And that putt will end up short. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. He's currently in first place. Well, the 12th hole at Central Otago is a short par 4. Is it gettable?
It most definitely is. This is a tasty morsel of a little hole right here. If you can't reach it on your tee shot, anything out to the right-hand side is going to set up a very basic wedge shot. The green runs from left to right, right into the heart of it. This is a definite birdie opportunity.
Now let's head to Tom Kim. Oh, what a super shot.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. And that will take him to 8 under. The 13th at Central Otago requires a very accurate tee shot.
Need a strong tee shot right here. That outcropping is a gorgeous line. From there, you want to hug the right-hand side as best you can, even bringing those rocks into play, as missing it down to the left-hand side. Bogey will be a number that you'll more than likely put on your card.
Ah, absolutely flushed. Taking aim from about 170 yards. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
This for a birdie run.
And he's down there. You got a read?
This one looks like it will start straight and then move to the right.
How good was that putt?
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. The 14th at Central Otago uses one of the great design features, a Redan-style green.
It does. This green runs from right to left, repelling fades, encouraging a draw to hit into this green. This is a standout par 3 on this golf course.
Opting for the 5-iron. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
We put a nice little fade on this. Going with the 7. That's tidy. Okay, let's get back to the action. This putt to get to 10 under par. That's well holed. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. For the 15th hole, Rich, at Central Otago, I'm just drooling. This par 5's another stunner.
I just can't get enough of how they've used these rock outcroppings on this golf course. They're so well placed, the beauty of them. To me, they got it right, especially here on this par 5. The only danger here, once you get close to the green, is going to be this deep, cavernous bunker out there on the right-hand side. But this green is user-friendly. Birdies abound.
Ooh, staying aggressive. Going for the green. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope. Starts off looking good.
Getting better.
Yeah, you'd be proud of that one. Even if it doesn't go in, it's a very good putt. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. The 16th, Rich, is just a picture-perfect par 3.
Just the one lone bunker on the right-hand side, but you have to be mindful of this false front short and right. So tee shots are going to favor the left-hand side where we have more rock outcroppings. Another delightful design.
Oh, what a shot by our leader.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Ooh, this might be hole. Ah, what a shot from the bunker. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
And from long range here.
Gotta like the look of this one. And makes it. What a bomb. Leading by a potentially insurmountable 11 strokes after that one. Not sure why I said potentially. As we near the conclusion of our round, Rich, 17 requires a shot we haven't seen yet on the course.
We haven't. I love this fairway. It cambers both right and left into the center of the fairway, but the second shot right here sits well below the fairway, hidden by these rock outcroppings. So a blind second shot to a tiny green. This is just a wonderful, wonderful par 4.
Playing this shot from around 120 yards. And he's safely on the green with that shot. And he's down there. You got a read?
I'm thinking a little left to right here.
Oh, that's a nice looking roll. Come on. Wow, what a putt. Currently 13 under for the event. The closing hole at Central Otago. It's a bit of a shame that we've arrived here, Rich. I've thoroughly enjoyed this round, but take us through it.
It is the largest fairway on this golf course. Tee it high, let it fly. More rock features on the left-hand side. Just the bunkers on the right are protecting that front portion there. Second shots should be favoring on the left-hand side as you'll get a nice kick to the right back onto the green.
Come on, get down. Nicely done. He has this putt in front of him to finish with a clubhouse lead. If it's up, it could be in. Just missing the birdie there. This is an attempt for par to be a good way to finish off the day. And as he sinks that final putt, now he's got the clubhouse lead. But the nervous wait begins as the rest of the field finishes up. That is a comprehensive performance, Rich.
It's just one of these wins where you just want to sit back and just soak it all in and enjoy it.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, are thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Let's find out who will win the Daybreak Classic. I'm Luke Elvey alongside my great mate Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course bringing you all the shots, all the colour, all the action are Henny Quirk and John McCarthy. There's great anticipation in the air, and we're delighted to have you with us as we begin this next event on 2K Sports. Oh, well played. Second shot here on the first. Should find the green. Magical shot. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Currently 1 under for the tournament. The second hole at Pinehurst number 2 is a par 4 where you can send it, Rich.
It's a big hole. You want to aim it at that waist area down the left-hand side. And from there, your second shot to a green that sits slightly above the fairway and plenty of runoff areas all around.
Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
That might be one club too many. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
A bit too much club there.
This would be a great up and down. Ooh, that almost went down. And that should secure the par on this one. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. The third, Rich, is a par 4, but it's a short one.
It is. Driver not always required by the players here. So anything finding the fairway, will leave a second shot of, shortish length to a green that tilts from back to front, and again has slopes that run in all different directions away from this green.
Tee shot is looking good here. He's setting up for his second shot. Well, that's beautifully judged. This putt coming up is for birdie. John, have you got a read on this one?
This one looks like it will be breaking to the left.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The fourth hole of Pinehurst number 2 is an outstanding and challenging par 4.
Your tee shot through a little bit of shoot there. Fairway cambers from left to right. Next shot straight back up the hill. You got a little bit of room out to the right hand side that you can use to bank your golf ball off of and get it back on the green. This is a daunting prospect of a hole.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say. Sitting at 1 under the card. He's had a tough time of it on the greens here today. Hopefully all that'll change right here. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This putt is around 32 feet.
Started this one on a pretty good line. Good speed too. Oh, what a bonus. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
He's currently tied for first. Pinehurst number 2, originally designed by the legendary architect Donald Ross and restored recently by Core Crenshaw. And the 5th hole is a real feature, isn't it?
They've done an immaculate job here. Tee shot runs parallel in the opposite direction to the 4th. Fairway does camber from right to left, so a draw more than likely with your second shot, but you don't want to miss this green to the left. There is a massive run out, and that golf ball will keep going and going and going until it's gone.
2 wins so far this season.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Oh, this is a beauty. Come on.
That was wonderfully done. A birdie putt awaits. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. And that will take him to 2 under. And it's a 1-stroke par far for our leader over the field. The 6th at Pinehurst number 2 is the first par 3 on the property.
Yeah, not too much to this one other than the fact that you've got a minuscule green here and you got a lot of runoff areas into both bunkers, right and left. Difficult to find the surface in one. Par is going to be a good score.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Well, here's a look at Tiger from a little earlier. Interested to take a look at this approach shot.
I gotta say, I'm glad we got another look. That is in there close.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
These par putts, they keep around going.
And that'll ensure he remains in first place. On the tee here at the par 4 7th, Rich, what's the best way to attack it?
Best way to attack it is to be bold off this tee. You want to be able to cut off as much as that dog leg as possible. You want to have the shortest club in your hand to attack this flagstick on another domed green.
Well struck. Rich, every time we get the chance to wax lyrical about Tiger Woods, you think, how else can we sing his praises? How can we eloquently describe one of the greatest careers in the history of sports?
Luke, I don't know how you say anything more about Tiger that hasn't been said or written or shown. I mean, if you look at the history books, his name comes up a lot. And for good reason. You know, the numbers are astounding. The major victories are astounding. You know, this guy, it wouldn't surprise me if a spaceship came down and he decided to just walk on it and fly back to his home planet. He's just otherworldly like that. And the way that he's gone through his entire career and time again produce when you think, well, no, he can't do this again. Well, okay, yes, he can. It's phenomenal. I just got to say that I am so privileged to have played against the man, beat him once. I made it count, however, but I mean, just to play in his era was, I tell stories about it for my end of days.
It's heading for the fairway. Time for the second shot at the 8th. He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Good chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
Oh, just missed the birdie. That's a shame. Just a short putt remaining here. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Currently in first position. The 9th hole at Pinehurst number 2 continues to feature a green that has so much going on, whether it's crowned or domed, but there's a lot of slope.
And there's a lot of slopes running into some bad spots, isn't there, Luke? Front, you're going back into the bunker. Long, you're going into a bunker. Try and hit it out to the right-hand side into a little flat, safe zone. Take your 2 putts and go on from there.
This would be a great up and down. How close was that to going down? And that should secure the par on this one. As we make the turn, Rich, our featured player is out in front.
Could be some trying times indeed. Tough holes lay ahead, but yes, you're in the position that you want to be, ahead of the pack.
Well, this should find the short grass. A few shots under par at the moment.
That dog will hunt.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. On the 12th tee, the par 4. Again, it's not length, it's accuracy.
Most definitely. Fairway does pinch in there just a little bit, so players are going to have to decide whether to take driver or just a fairway metal. Second shot, again, to a green that is raised up above you, floats away on all sides of it, but this is a more realistic birdie opportunity.
playing from around 210 yards here. That's disappointing.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Nine feet to the cup.
This putt, it's to save the par.
Well hold. Leading by 3 strokes now. The 12th hole, Rich, stop me if you heard this, the par 4 that ends up with a crowned or domed green.
That's exactly what Pinehurst gives you every single hole, it seems like. A decision must be made off the tee. However, take the driver and hit it past an area or lay it back. However, the second shot is a little bit kinder green, it must be said. Birdie is actually an opportunity.
From around 180 yards out. Come on, sit. That's some good golf right there. Setting up now, this one from a fairway out. And he's down there. You got to read.
Gently does it. It's downhill, breaking off to the right-hand side here.
Not a good line.
Gee, it's got some good speed about it.
No, cannot.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. The 13th hole here at Pinehurst, number 2, Rich. Just another one of these beaut par 4s.
Another one of these par 4s where you got to find the fairway somehow, hit a fiddly little cut with a 3-wood or a driver. Again, second shot back up the hill to a green that is domed shape. You need to make sure that you leave it below the hole here if at all possible. This green gets scary fast.
Around 110 yards to go. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Oh, that's a great shot and sets up a birdie look here at the 13th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Putting for birdie here. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. He's currently sitting in first place. The 14th hole ends a strong collection of par 4s. Another accurate tee shot required.
Decisions to be made. Do you take driver and try and fit it around that fairway bunker, or do you take 3-wood and lay it back of it? If you take driver out, you're going to have such an easier second shot. 3-wood, a much longer shot, but there is room to bounce this golf ball into the screen, not as severe on the edges as others.
Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. Well, that was absolutely met. Great strike. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
This might be a bit too much club.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. Always nice to have a birdie putt. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup.
Can he make one from long range? Tracking. That was a nice putt. Had a good-looking line, plenty of speed, but just didn't drop. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Leading by 4 strokes after that one. Well, this wonderful finish to Pinehurst number 2 truly starts at 15, the par 3.
Visually, probably the most challenging shot players will see all week long. There's just a wall of grass, and none of it is flat right in front of you. You don't see the flat portion of the green necessarily. You just see the runoff areas, and usually your golf ball is in one of those. This is so difficult from a visual perspective.
Going with the hybrid. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is going to turn ever so slightly to the right.
Oh, nice stroke. Looks to have some good speed about it too. Oh, beauty.
What an amazing putt from way out.
As we check the standings, it's a massive 6-stroke advantage for our leader. Welcome to the par 4 16th hole.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but it wouldn't be in the game if it was cheating, would it?
That should find the cut stuff. Second shot here on the 16th. Well played, mate. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Lovely effort, that. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. And this is quality play, still on
There you go.
top of the
That one was
leaderboard.
just for you.
When you stand on the 17th tee at Pinehurst number 2, it's hard not to think of all the history that's happened here. You think of 99 with Payne Stewart and Phil Mickelson. What's your thoughts?
People talk about Payne Stewart's winning putt on the 18th hole back in 1999, but the swing that he made on 17 that year is the one that every player should envision when they stand on this tee box. It was beautiful. It was artwork. It was poetry in motion. It's how you should swing the golf club. This is the only image in my mind when I play this beautiful par 3.
Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
A slight break to the right here.
Holes a nice putt for birdie there. And
There you go.
taken to
I
7
can
under.
putt without a preview, by the way. Just trying to make sure that I win, because I'm trying to do my character up so I
Okay,
can play
holding
on
steady on
mine
the leaderboard after
against
that
people
hole.
that have already up to the start.
And this wonderful championship test ends at Pinehurst number 2 with an uphill par 4.
Blind tee shot here for these players. That's the difficulty here. Just pick a spot in the distance and give her a whirl. From there, you actually have an opportunity on a flat-ish kind of green, not nearly as severe as some of the other ones on the golf course. Right-hand side will get a strong workout because that is the most severe. But if you miss it on the left-hand side, you never know. Finish in style with a birdie? Why not?
Going with the 7. Well, this one's going right at the flag. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. It's been an impressive display all round today. A good putt to make here for a 62.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
His round has come to a close. That is an impressive birdie. This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Impressive. Absolutely impressive. Winning breeds winning, but it also takes a lot out of you. So to contend again the week after winning, boy, I'd say this player is something special.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Our final round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is set to begin. Hello, everyone. I'm Luke Elvey. Alongside me in the booth is Rich Beam. It's great to have your company on 2K Sports. But following all the action out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. And Beamer, certainly set up for a stunner today at Torrey Pines South. What do you think these players face this week from the course?
They face a rude awakening. They haven't played too many golf courses yet this year, but they're going to run into Torrey Pines South, and you're going to figure out exactly how good a shape your golf game is in, because it's ruthless. And if you're not careful, you can go out there and shoot a big number in a hurry. It tests every facet of your game. This golf course is an absolute brute.
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. And he's hit that inside the range. This putt is about 8 feet. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
Oh, and look at that birdie at the first. 18 under par today, still in play.
He sits in first position. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
That's nicely done. Standing over his second shot. Oh, that was pure. 8 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie.
And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament. One of the most photographed holes in all of the PGA Tour is this downhill par 3 third at Torrey Pines South.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green, actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
Great shot. This one's for birdie. That's very impressive.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Sitting now 3 under for the tournament. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this 4th hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Lining up here after a bunch of birdies, Rich.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
Ooh, back there, horsey. Yeah, that was a safe play. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Love it or hate it, it's a downhill left to right putt.
That's a lovely looking stroke. Like the look of this. Oh, you beauty. And as we check the standings, our leader is currently ahead by 4. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This is a difficult driving hole. Big deep bunkers left and right that must be avoided. From there, the second shot plays a touch downhill green that tilts pretty good from left to right and back to front. It's a strong par 4.
Yeah, well played.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead.
Trying to make a statement early and often.
The 6th hole's a really cool par 5. Once you get back up onto the top of the hill here, you want to try and take on the corner of this par 5.
Yeah, taking it down the right-hand side, it will seriously reduce this par 5, but you got to avoid the rough. It can get really nasty. From there, you could possibly run it up between all those bunkers. There's one low spot area on the left-hand side of this green that will come into play should you get your distance control a little bit wrong.
Handy effort, that one. Oh, just snuck over the edge there. Good chance to move to 6 under par here. John, have you got a good read on this one?
Well, it looks like this one's going left to right.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
He's got a solid 6-stroke advantage on the field as we move over to the next. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
Lovely tee shot here. Just take it out those bunkers on the left-hand side and hit yourself a little baby fade. From there, you've got a green that sits above you slightly and also chases away from you just a little bit, believe it or not. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
He's looking at nice round number 180 here.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. Oh, just skinned the hole, that one. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Okay, he's behind in this rivalry. Let's see what he can produce.
Big time play, that one. At the right time, too.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way. Chipping in for the par.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And with that, he moves to 7 under. Still in the lead now after that hole. The 8th at Torrey Pines South is an uphill par 3. It can be a hole in one hole, or it can be an absolute brute to even find the green, depending on where that hole location is.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Currently top 30 in the FedEx Cup points list.
Okay, time to return to the action. Oh, 13-footer coming up here.
He's got this one for birdie.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, I've got it left to right and quick down this hill.
Good looking putt. Not sure how that putt came up shy. Just a short par putt needed on this hole. As we head to the next, it's a big 6-stroke advantage for our leader. The final hole on the outward half is a par 5. Runs right against the boundary fence, and it requires 2 big shots.
2 long straight shots required if you want to find this par 5 and 2. If you don't, a nice little layup. Give yourself a good number for a 3rd shot. There is a nice little shelf there. If it pins up top left, watch the spin down on the right hand side. Watch it go in the hole maybe.
This is his 2nd shot. Quality shot, that one. Will Zalatoris is someone that everyone attached themselves to very quickly. He made that explosive start to his professional career. He's already ridden some serious back injury issues, but he shows a lot of heart and character, doesn't he? Because he's fought back very quickly.
He has. He's one of those players that he's silly talented, isn't he? The ball striking is absolutely amazing. You know, we've talked a little bit about his putting a little bit, but he gets past all of that, doesn't he? He just gets the job done time and time again. And I think that's what's going to be his legacy, is that he's out there. He's going to be a grinder. He's not going to go anywhere. You know, when you go head to head, you're going to have your hands full. He's just one of these all around really, really solid players in the game. And I love the way he goes about his business.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head to head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far so good. Love watching these two compete. Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
This one is right down the pipe. This is some ball striking. Hitting greens in regulation, it's a thing of beauty.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Oh, this one's looking good from the sand.
Do it. Come on. Come on.
Okay, steady now. What an opportunity to make a birdie. And after that hole, he'll move to 9 under for the event. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Putting for birdie. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
It's looking like he's got about 32 feet to go.
Yeah, that's a good line, that one. Got a chance here.
Oh, you rotten thing.
This is a par putt. Job done. Let's head to the next. And our featured player has now built a comfortable 6-stroke advantage on the field. Rich, in your opinion, is this the hardest par 4 on the entire West Coast?
If it's not, it's certainly top 2. The only other one that I could think that it would come close to is probably the 10th at Pebble, especially with the tee box all the way back there. You know, it's just, it doesn't have the scenery, but it has the demand that you can't geek a drive out there and expect anything good to happen, and you certainly can't afford really to have a bad iron shot either. It's just a strong par 4. Again, different look than what you have at 10 at Pebble, but it's the difficulty is just the same.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Yeah, coming off the back of a bogey on the last hole.
Well, this one's come out on a good line. Head to your home. That's one of those putts that you're proud of, even if it doesn't drop. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? This would be a great up and down from this spot. Wow. Came close with that chip. And he needs this to save par. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. All right, Rich. The par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
It's a very interesting hole. You know, miss those bunkers, put yourself in the fairway, but you've got this ravine that you have to hit over. It's a grass ravine, thankfully, so if you miss the fairway, you can lay up there. But going for this green, if you come up a little shy, you could find one of these 4 or 5 bunkers, both left and right, and then you've got a nearly impossible up and down from there. And again, a green that's got a section on the left and a section on the right. Very rarely do they put the pin in the middle. But boy, I'd tell you what, this is a really good, fun par 5 that you can make anywhere from 3 to 7.
Attaboy, good shot. And he's down there.
He's looking at an elevated green, definitely up the hill.
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Currently top 30 in the FedEx Cup points list.
And it drops.
That's some special touch right there from that player coming out of the greenside bunker. Love to see it.
Holding steady in first place after that one. Well, as we head into our finishing stretch, it starts with the par 4 14th.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. And now that finds him in first place. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Didn't that look good for a long time? This now, his third shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. And with that putt hold now, double digits under par, -10 as we head to the final few holes.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
16th, the last of the par threes on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult two-putt to say the least.
This putt right on 10 feet, a good one to make.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Curling ever so gently right to left here.
Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. Currently 11 under par for the event. Your ball striking certainly gets tested off the tee here at 17 as we head for home at Torrey Pines South.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
This is a 20-footer. That's disappointing. Well, I don't mind this par putt. Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage. Here we are at the final hole of Torrey Pines South. So historic. There's been some very cool moments over the years. One of the more famous holes on the PGA Tour.
I tell you, this is probably one of the, if you talk about risk reward par fives on the PGA Tour, this has got to be up near the top of the list. You find the fairway, it's just begging you to go for it. You got the water fronting the green, and you have deep bunkers both right and left. But with the history of this hole, you got to go for it, don't you?
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Good shot there, Beamer. Here's a putt to finish his round with the clubhouse lead. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
This is a 12-footer here.
Well, that was a decently played hole, but unfortunately going to have to write down a bogey. It'd be nice to make this one for bogey at the last. And just a short putt there with the bogey on the card. And Rich, you know all about this. It's hard just to win once on the PGA Tour, but going back-to-back.
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks That's reserved for just the top players in the game.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
Guys, that'll do it for this round. I've done a couple of tournaments there. Ranking up, I'm going to improve my golfer's attributes, and we're going to go out online matchmaking later and hopefully win some games. So smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to know when I come back on later and want to watch me live playing online. And most of all, thanks for watching. See you next time.